The position of the scapula is important as it articulates with the humerus and is the anchor point for many muscles. Therefore, it greatly influences the performance and overall movement of the upper torso. There are four main abnormalities to be aware of: the elevated scapula, the winged scapula, the protracted scapula, and rounded shoulders. The elevated scapula, as the name suggests, is where the scapula is kept in an elevated position, resulting in shoulders being lifted. You will see this from the posterior view, and it's important to compare both scapula. Use the inferior angles to compare the height. An elevated scapula normally indicates overactive trapezius muscles and the levator scapulae muscle, and underactive lower trapezius. A winged scapula describes the position the scapula is in when the medial borders of the scapula come away from the thoracic wall. You will often see a dipping from the edge of the scapula into the rib cage. This winging will also remain present when the arms are loaded, for example in a push-up position. A winged scapula is caused by a serratus anterior dysfunction, the muscle responsible for sticking the medial border of the scapula onto the rib cage. This type of scapula is very unstable, particularly when load-bearing the arms, and can lead to other shoulder injuries and dysfunction. We have already mentioned scapular protraction as it is often coupled with the kyphotic thoracic spine. In a protraction, the scapula moves around the rib cage. You will observe on someone with protraction that the medial borders of the scapula move away from the spine. When the scapula moves into protraction, the space in the shoulder joint is compromised, which tends to lead to impingement injuries. Often, but not always, scapular protraction is associated with medial rotation of the humerus, and this is commonly known as rounded shoulders. It is important to note, though, that someone can have medially rotated arms without there being protraction in the scapula. Medial rotation of the humerus will present as arms rolling inwards, or you will see the palms of their hands facing behind them. Normally, this has occurred due to a poorly designed, unbalanced gym program that have a heavy focus on the chest, latissimus dorsi, and the anterior deltoids. Rounded shoulders will also contribute to impingement issues at the joint.